recording this. Okay, so after the shambles of the last attempt where I tried to record the microphone, I actually forgot to click record. I'm going to attempt to actually record today, and one of the things I'm going to talk about is Assassin's Creed 3, which is supposed to be, well, I don't know when it's released, but they announced this today, and, wow, it's going back into the Animus again for the American Revolution. That's a bit stupid really, because what's the point? You know, number one is one thing, number two he's learning the skills, now he's got them skills, and then they kind of jumped on the bandwagon of sell loads of episodes like crap and shorts just to make more money at full price, blah blah blah. Like, Brotherhood was ridiculously bad, and there's one bit where it's like, oh, he's got a fruit in his hand, oh, what do I do? I can't use my sword anymore. I can't swing my swords, I'm holding on to an apple. I didn't have an apple, honestly. Yeah, I mean, come on, that's a bit derpy. And then there's Revelations, which I know I wasn't going to play, but I got a rental thing, and, you know, so it was included in the rental thing, so I played that and completed it in no time, so it was a bit stupid. One thing that's wrong with it is where they had the Animus pieces, there's 100 Animus data fragments, but to get all the things you only need 30 of them, so what's the point in the other 70 or something? I didn't bother collecting more because I thought once I completed that storyline there was no point really getting all the other things. They were easy enough to find, they were everywhere, and they also appear on the map. So, you know, when you wanted to look for them, they were not a problem to find at all. So, yeah, but there's going to be spoilers in this video, of course. So at the end of that, why there was a second apple, I mean, one apple, and when you were doing the things, there was things like a staff and other things, when you were doing Subject 16's things in the past. So are they just going to change everything to apples now, so it's only apples from the world or the previous world, or whatever you want to call it? You know, it makes more sense for them to have been separate things, like it was the apple of knowledge and then it was the staff of power, blah blah blah, I don't know what else they would introduce, but no, they wanted to make it two apples. So what, is Desmond going around with an apple in each hand like a twat? That doesn't make sense why he can't do anything when he's holding apples. You know, at least he's got both hands full. But there's no point for Desmond to go back into the Animus. I mean, at the end of Revelations he goes, I know where to go, you know, because he was going to that second apple location. But why he would need to then learn the American Revolutionary stuff makes no sense. You know, it's time for Desmond to be playable in the current world, and they could make that explainable, like, for example, now he's got both apples, perhaps they give him some sort of power to experience the future like in an Animus sort of way, so that he's, you know, desynchronised if he's going off the path of destiny. So if he dies, for example, it's not really him dying, it's just the future. You know, he's experiencing things in advance, so he knows exactly how to do things to not die, if that makes any sense. But the only way that the American Revolution thing would be acceptable is that in Brotherhood they mentioned there's a second person who he has to find, you know, if it's that person's experience on how they're using the Animus to go back into their past and recover their memories and their abilities and all that stuff. Otherwise, it's just, you know, gimmicky, making money. It doesn't make sense to the plot for him to go back into the Animus at all. You know, they just want to do that. I mean, where would they go next? The Second World War, blah blah blah. I mean, you know, it's kind of losing the points, and also most of the things have been in Europe, so an American one would be better with a different person as the main protagonist who's using the Animus to go back into the past. maybe they'll incorporate that, because that's just under development at the moment. You know, they still have time to change things. Who knows? I mean, they haven't even released details on it, but you know, at least it's not another Ezio episode. Thank God. It's getting a bit old. I mean, in this Revelations, his athletic abilities were crap and, you know, not as good as in other games, Assassin's Creed games, and also they changed the buttons around. Like, Eagle Eye was now on the stupid directional pad thing and didn't always activate when you wanted, and made it difficult to use rather than being on Y. So, you know, the question is why change it? So, yeah, that's kind of taking the piss. So I will leave it at that, I guess. You know, I think that covers everything I really want to talk about on that. So take care, see you now.